Hey guys, so before we get into today's topic, I want to tell you a little story first. I was working on another video idea and had recorded about an hour or so of footage where I was doing a tier list. I still plan on doing this video in the future, so I won't go into too much detail, but long story short, I was just not happy with how the recording turned out and decided to delete it and move on. This left me pretty annoyed at myself for wasting a few hours on something that would ultimately be unusable, and just feeling kinda down overall. So to cheer myself up, I decided I'd sit down and watch a DC movie, write up some notes, and make it a video instead in the meantime. But what movie? What movie could satiate my hunger for in-depth references and representations of the Batman mythos while also making me feel less like a sad, pathetic little goblin? I needed a movie. Nay, an experience that would lift my spirits and remind my sad husk of a heart what true emotions felt like. And boy, oh boy, did I find it. That's right, chumps. I'm talking about the Lego Batman movie today. If there are two things to know about me, they're that I love Batman and I love Legos. So this movie's title alone shoots serotonin directly into my brain like it's one of those clown spraying carnival games. We're going to talk about the plot of the movie as well as just my favorite bits, so this is your spoiler warning. If you haven't seen it, I don't know, just keep watching anyway.
I'm Batman, I'm awesome, I got a 9-pack.
There are several great Batman movies out there, and some that aren't so great.
Ew!
And they all have their pros and cons, but no Batman movie feels quite like this one. This movie, from the literal first line, is a comical yet respectful parody of the Batman brand as a whole. You can tell it's written by people that have a genuine love for this character, and the comedy in this movie just hits. It opens with a narration from Will Arnett, who's our voice actor for the Caped Crusader this time around, and he really kills the gravelly Batman voice that's prevalent in all the live action portrayals.
Okay, BRB guys, I'm gonna go defuse that.
After Batman himself leads us into the movie, we see a plane fly over Gotham, which gets hijacked by Zach Galifianakis as the Joker. This Joker portrayal is more comedic and less crazy, but I can understand why they would need to tone it down for this kind of movie. They also waste no time hitting us with a reference to both the Nolan films and the Burton films in one interaction, which is honestly something this movie does extremely well. The references aren't shoved in your face, they're a quick joke or background piece, and you'll more than likely miss a few on your first watch. Beyond the fantastic characters and writing, we're shown just how wonderful the animation in this movie really is. They knew what they were doing, having done the Lego movie in the same style, but they pretty much mastered the technique here. Everything from the way the minifigures move and interact with things, to the Lego pieces making up the backgrounds and environments, is represented in a way that makes it all feel like real Legos. I mean, you can even see the scratches and imperfections on some of the bricks. I don't know, they went crazy with the details in this movie. It quite frankly blows my mind every time I notice yet another detail they managed to pull off.
Waiter.
Sir?
Can I?
Of course.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Anyway, we get our confrontation between Batman and Joker, including a new rock and roll riff of the old Batman theme song, performed by Batman himself as he takes out Joker's entire crew, which is just fucking incredible.
Always pays their taxes, not Batman!
After Batman's performance, Joker confronts him about being his arch nemesis, and Batman just absolutely roasts Joker, literally telling him that their whole feud and Joker himself mean nothing, and it never will. This sets up one of the big conflicts in the story, well, one of them at least, and we'll get to the rest later. After Joker is defeated both physically and emotionally by Batman, we see our hero take a joyride through Gotham as he's celebrated by everyone. Batman makes a special stop at the orphanage to distribute merch like he's fucking Jake Paul or something.
Buy that merch, 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 buy.
And we see Dick Grayson among the children admiring Batman. Michael Cera is Dick Grayson in this, and he's honestly one of the best parts of the movie. The dynamic between Batman and Robin being voiced by these two goofballs made me actually laugh out loud at my TV multiple times. And I'm a 26-year-old man watching a movie about Legos. I should not be having this much fun.
Wait, does Batman live in Bruce Wayne's basement?
No, Bruce Wayne lives in Batman's attic.
We then see a montage of Batman in the Batcave all lonely, and this is meant to show us that Batman isn't fulfilled despite being adored, because he doesn't have a family. But like, all I can think about is how whoever wrote this sequence is genuinely a comedic genius. The long, drawn-out silences only broken up by the sounds of Batman warming up food in a microwave while rocking the cowl in a robe. I mean, come on, that's just hilarious.
I can only imagine he's going home right now to party the night away, surrounded by scores of friends and lady tennis players.
This montage of Bruce moping in several comedic ways also leads us into the other major conflict of the movie, which is the idea of Bruce being afraid to be part of a family again, because he doesn't have a family. This concept is something Batman writers play with from time to time, and it's done extremely well here. It causes Batman to act like a complete jerk several times throughout the movie, which we'll discuss, but it really drives home a sympathetic angle to an otherwise very abrasive representation of the Dark Knight. After his brooding, Alfred forces Bruce to go to an event celebrating Jim Gordon's retirement. We see Dick Grayson meeting Bruce Wayne for the first time, and we also get one of the funniest lines in the movie.
Kids at the orphanage call me Dick.
Well, children can be cruel.
Yeah.
This is also where the movie introduces their version of Barbara Gordon, and they've made some major changes to her character, eliminating the whole Batgirl thing altogether. Instead, she's a police prodigy and the new commissioner after her father's retirement. They also have the only instance of Bruce having a crush on Babs that isn't downright heinous and despicable. Seriously, like anywhere else, this pairing is just wrong. I don't know what DC was thinking, but they were not cooking with that shit. So anyway, the Joker is so butthurt about what Batman said, he tricks all the Rogues Gallery villains into turning themselves in just to hit Batman's ego. He basically said, fine, you want to be like that? I will literally take your entire purpose away from you. See ya, bitch, I'm going to Arkham. Oh, and the rest of these bozos are coming too, fuck you.
I just want to go to Arkham and pay for all my crimes. Blink, 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 blinkety blink.
And it works, bro. Like, Batman's in shambles after this. He's lost, he's spying on Joker doing his prison yoga, and we see Harley Quinn implanting the idea to put Joker in the Phantom Zone into Batman's head. You know, because he's up to something, and not just because he disrespected Batman in front of literally his entire city. Yeah. So back at the Batcave, Dick has just been kind of chilling in the manor after he essentially tricked Bruce into adopting him at the Commissioner Ball thing, but whatever. When Alfred is like, Master Bruce, why don't you, I don't know, be a father to your newly adopted son? Perfect Alfred impression, I know. You can tell me how much you love it in the comments. And Batman basically says, fuck all that, and fuck you, I'm Batman.
Listen, you don't have a family. You're satisfied serving me. So what do you know about having a surrogate son?
So Alfred humbles him real quick and lets Tricky Dick here into the Batcave. I like this part a lot because Dick acts basically exactly how I would act upon entering a Batcave, and Michael Cera does a great job capturing that childlike wonder in his voice despite being a whole ass 29-year-old when they filmed this movie. After Batman begrudgingly agrees to team up with Dick, who fashions himself a Robin costume from a Rasta-themed suit in Batman's wardrobe.
What's that one there?
Oh, that one was for the assignment called the Jamaica Caper. The locals called me Reggae Man.
I love it. Feels like I was poured into this. My only trouble is these pants are just a little tight. I don't know if I could throw a kick or jump in them. I got an idea. It's better. Now I'm free. Now I'm moving. Come on, Batman. Let's get grooving.
The dynamic duo travels to the Fortress of Solitude to steal the Phantom Projector. After realizing that Superman, voiced by Channing Tatum, had thrown a party celebrating the Justice League without inviting their bank account, friend, Batman directs Robin in stealing the projector, and the two skedaddle off to Arkham Asylum. Barbara calls Batman out basically immediately, so after fighting their way to Joker's cell, Batman pulls the projector on him and sends his ass to the Shadow Realm or wherever. He's all jazzed, he even hits a quick jig, and Barbara's like, nah homie, you're busted, and locks Batman's ass in Arkham for his hubris. While Batman's singing the Jailhouse Blues, Joker's in the Phantom Zone just kicking it with all the worst villains in history. They got Voldemort, King Kong, the Eye of Sauron. I mean, they got everybody. Wait, hold up, is that Dracula? So Joker essentially strikes a deal with all these jabronis to destroy Gotham and make Batman pay once and for all while Harley steals the Phantom Zone projector and releases this new team of terror into the center of Gotham. Barbara's like, well fuck, I can't do all this shit my damn self. So she forces Batman to agree to working together with her, Robin, and Alfred to save the city, which you can tell immediately when Batman agrees to this that it's not going to stick, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Quick side note, when they all suit up in their Bat family gear, Alfred is wearing the Adam West Batsuit from the 60s, and I just love that for him. We get some really cool scenes of Batman using his jet thing that was surely a Lego set that they, designed to promote this movie, but he flies around the city as it's being attacked, and there's a moment where Robin and Alfred are both kind of dangling from the wings of this aircraft, and I have just one question. How is a scene from the Lego Batman movie one of the most visually stunning pieces of cinematography I've ever seen? It truly just doesn't compute to me how a movie about literal toys looks this good. I don't get it, and I never will.
Do one of my gymnastics moves.
Hold on, Alfred. I'm almost there. Alfred! No.
Meanwhile, Barbara saved Alfred though, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, the gang just straight up kills Sauron.
My eye! Sauron!
And they celebrate their victory with a cute selfie, which Robin refers to as a new family photo. This basically triggers Bruce's fight or flight response, and he chooses flight, but not for him, because he tricks all of his friends to get into the jet thing, and he hits him with a computer. Get these mofos lost, it's Lone Wolf season, baby, fuck all that family shit. And he sends them to Bloodhaven, so, you know, shout out Nightwing, that's pretty cool.
Take the scuttler to the taco stand on the border of Gotham City and Bloodhaven.
No!
I want you to get these guys a couple of chimichangas and 3 jarritos.
No!
So Batman takes his ass solo style to Wayne Manor to confront Joker, who basically calls him out for being a jerk to like everyone and hits him with a "you don't hate me because you hate yourself" and zaps his ass to Narnia, wherever the fuck this thing keeps sending people. The rest of the Bat crew almost gets murdered, and Dick tries to have a big moment of glory by stealing a Batsuit, which was named Nightwing, so shout out round 2, baby. And he also steals a Batmobile, which he pretty much immediately puts into self-destruct mode. Meanwhile, in Purgatory, Batman has to talk to a sentient Lego brick that basically shows him a PowerPoint presentation on why he's an asshole. And we see Batman actually have a change of heart, seeing all his friends in danger. He makes a deal with this omnipotent hunk of plastic to let him return to Gotham for 24 hours in exchange for all the villains that Harley released earlier. So Batman gets beamed back to Earth right in time to save his friends, and he has to come to terms with what it means to care about people other than himself, as he swallows his pride and apologizes to his newfound family. They all reconcile, it's very sweet, yada yada yada. The rest of Batman's rogues gallery even shows up, eager to lend a hand in kicking Joker's ass and stopping him from completely destroying Gotham. Another side note here, there's even a Kabuki twin, you know, those freaks from the Batman 2004 that I talked about? Yeah, they're here too for some reason, just here to help and haunt my dreams. After some fun fight scenes and onomatopoeia bubbles, all of the Joker's villains are transported back to the Phantom Zone, and after a heart-to-heart where Batman admits that he cares about his feud with Joker, everyone comes together literally using their Lego heads and feet to pull the crumbling Gotham City back together. Unfortunately though, not all is over, as Batman must honor his deal and return to the Phantom Zone. Batman shares a heartfelt goodbye with Robin, giving him the acceptance of having a family again, and Batman blasts himself with a Phantom Projector. As Batman ascends toward the portal of villain purgatory, the Phantom Zone block thing tells him that he's not really an asshole anymore, having learned to care for others, and it lets him stay in Gotham. We get a montage of Bruce enjoying his life with his new family, no longer lonely, and we're treated to a full disco dance number to wrap up a happy ending. I'm gonna be honest, watching this movie when it first came out, I really didn't expect anything more than a glorified commercial for some Lego sets. But after watching it, I could not have been more wrong. Is it a movie about Batman-themed Legos? Absolutely. But that's not all it is. Somehow, a movie about plastic toys managed to pull off being one of the most faithful adaptations of the Batman character we've seen on the big screen, all while telling a heartwarming tale about a family finding each other that literally anyone, Batman fan or not, can appreciate. I wanted to find a movie to get my mind off of a stressful situation, so I clicked on a silly movie I thought wouldn't be anything to really write home about. Instead, I found a masterfully handled love letter to one of my favorite characters, wrapped in some of the funniest writing, directing, and voice performances I've ever heard. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend you do, and if you have seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you hate it? I'm genuinely curious to know if anyone loves this movie as much as I do. And if you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate the support. More videos are working their way down the pipeline, so like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.